Okay, hi guys. Thanks for joining me again today. So, yesterday we started reading How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and we got through to where he was going through the houses and he was stealing all the stockings and the toys and jamming them in a big bag and up the chimney. So, now let's finish the rest of the story and see how it turns out. Right now, Scrooge is making Christmas miserable. All right. Then he slunk to the icebox. There he is. He took out the Who's feast. He took out the Who pudding, and he took out roast beast. He cleaned out the icebox as quick as a flash. Why, that Grinch even took their last can of Who hash. Then he stuffed all the food up the chimney with glee, and now, grinned the Grinch, I'll stuff up the tree. Oh my goodness, he's going to take the tree too. And the Grinch grabbed the tree and he started to shove, and then he heard a small sound that sounded like the coo of a dove. He turned around fast and he saw a small Who. Little Cindy Lou who was not more than 2. The Grinch had been caught by this tiny Who daughter who got out of bed for a cup of cold water. She stared at the Grinch and she said, Santa Claus, why? Why are you taking our Christmas tree? Why? But you know the old Grinch, he was so smart and so slick. He thought up a lie, and he thought it up real quick. Why, my sweet little tot, the fake Santa Claus lied. There's a light on this tree that just won't light on one side. So I'm taking it home to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there, then I'll bring it back here. And this fib fooled the child. Then he patted her on the head, got her a drink of cold water, and sent her back to bed. And when Cindy Lou Who went back to bed with her cup, he went to the chimney and stuffed the tree up. Oh boys, doesn't really get much better with this guy, does it? All right. New books pages are hard to turn. Okay, hang on. Got dead air space here. There we go. All right. Then the last thing he took was the log for their fire, and he went up the chimney himself, the old liar. On their walls he left nothing but hooks and some wire. Look at that. There's nothing in the house. And one speck of food that he left in the house was a crumb that was even too small for a mouse. Then he did the same thing to the other Who's houses. So he went around to all the houses and stole everything, leaving the crumbs much too small for the other Who's mouses. So even the mouses lost everything. Oh boy, gotta get better soon. It was 1/4 dawn, and the Who's still abed, all the Who's still a snooze, when he packed up his sled. Packed it up with the presents, the ribbons, the wrappings, the tags and the tinsel, the trimmings, the trappings. Look at his sleigh. Look at all the stuff there. My goodness, poor little Max. 10,000 feet up the side of Mount Crumpet, he rode with his load to the tip-top to dump it. Pooh-hoo to the Who's, he was Grinchly humming. They'll find out now that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up, I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open a minute or two, then the Who's down in Whoville will all cry, Hoo-hoo. Wow, look at that, at the top of the mountain. He's just about ready to dump the whole thing down the mountain. That's a noise, grinned the Grinch, that I simply must hear. The boo-hoos. So he paused and the Grinch put a hand to his ear, and he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started low, and then it started to grow. Was it boo-hoo? But the sound wasn't sad. Why, this sound sounded merry. It couldn't be so, but it was merry, very merry. He stared down at Whoville. The Grinch popped his eyes, then he shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise. Now, what did he see, boys and girls? I don't know. Hang on. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming, it came. Somehow or other, it came just the same. Well, that's really good. Oh, sorry guys. Pages stick together like crazy. And then what happened? Well, in Whoville they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. And the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load throughout the bright morning light, and he brought back the toys, he brought back the feast, and he brought back himself. The Grinch carved the roast beast. And all the Who's in Whoville saw him coming, and they all started to sing, Merry Christmas, Christmas was saved. So the Grinch didn't steal Christmas, boys and girls. They had Christmas, and they had probably the best Christmas they could under really hard times. They had a great Christmas. And you're going to have a great Christmas too this year. All right, enough. Grinch, thank you very much. That was a good story. All right. So today, well, let's see. Today we want to talk about 7 swans a-swimming. Okay, so just imagine the pond by your house, and all these geese are all there, and there's 7 of them swimming in a circle. Yeah, isn't that cool? So yesterday was 6 geese a-laying, then 5 golden rings, then we have 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and, you guessed it, partridge in a pear tree. Yeah, good guys, excellent. Tomorrow, well, we got 8 maids a-milking. So, on the first day we talked about popcorn and then making sleighs. Yesterday making decorations out of salt and flour and then hanging them on the tree or giving them to somebody. So what I did, Mrs. Claus and I made sugar cookies last night. And here's some. These are sugar cookies, and we put pink icing on them and silver bells and balls. Isn't that cool? And you can eat these. These are really good. They're not that hard to make. So, maybe part of your craft could be making sugar cookies, and then your brothers and sisters would just love them. Okay, and you can make them into hearts. I made this one with a heart with white icing. This is my favorite because there's lots of icing on it. So maybe I'll give Tyler one at the end of the session. Okay, and the nice thing about it is you can get a steaming cup of hot chocolate, and you can take your sugar cookie, you can take a drink. Oh, that's good. Or you could take your sugar cookie and you could dump it into the hot chocolate, let it drain, and then eat it. And it's a great way to do it. So, there you go. Sugar cookies and hot chocolate. Is there anything better? I don't think so. Okay, every day I've been reading names from my mailbag. So today, out of North Vancouver, Anita, Jeff, Evan, Lyndon. Great job, guys. North Vancouver. Say hi to all my friends down there, will you? Thank you. We can go up into Rocky Mountain House, and there's Jamie and Zach. Thanks for your card, guys. It was really nice. Zach, I liked how you colored it. It was pretty cool. Let's go all the way down here to Mission, BC, which is near Vancouver, and we've got Zane, Grayson, and Oliver. And again, thanks for your cards, guys. Keep them coming. All right. So, we've read the story. We've talked about people. What do you want? What? Yeah. Well, what do you want to sing with them? Yeah. Well, let's see. Our time's just about up, so let's just go with Dashing Through the Snow. Okay. Okay, boys and girls. Have a great Christmas. I'll see you tomorrow for day 8 of our 12 days of Christmas. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way, ha ha ha